Hello and welcome back to the channel, and today we're back in Castlevania Order of Ecclesia. Last time we took out Brocura at the lighthouse and explored under the sea in all of Kalidus channel. This time we are going to the Tymeo Mountains. Such a good song right here. You did crouch down here and you can get some blue drops right at the start. But going into Tymeo Mountains, there is a lot that we can do here. However, not a lot that we can access right away. We will need two separate abilities for that. But for right now, we're just going to climb up to the top. We've got some wind guards and some black crows to deal with. This is the way to keep going, so we're going to fall back for a little bit. I definitely want to collect all of the map area for this section. Luminato, and Askia are going to be some very helpful glyphs in this area, due to the fact that you're going to be dealing with a lot of flying and also kind of hard to reach enemies. But we are going to be going through Tymeo Mountains. Probably one of my favorite soundtracks to listen to, just because of how cool the soundtrack is. Mine is Askia for you. I should be using Luminato, although I think it would be to ice, so I think ice would be better against it. Come up here and that right there, that half-dead horse, that is a nightmare. You actually need to collect the item from it for a side quest. It actually drops what is known as horsehair. We definitely will need that for a quest a little bit later, not the moment though. So we're just gonna keep going. I'm not gonna worry about grinding it. Also, we have some more of the skull spiders. If you would drop your glyph, that way I don't have to worry about it later. Also, we have a mushroom and a random area. I forgot this was here. But in this hidden room, we get the Empress ring, which is a ring of the Empress. Raise their attack strength, and I'll get that. Definitely want that. Use Luminato. I thought that skull spider was actually going to go in there. I actually forget they cannot go into... Well, I guess he may be able to go in there. Climbing up here, this is literally a straight path up. There's really not much. We will need Magnus for this. I actually speed ran through here not too long ago, on a separate file. Forgot you needed Magnus in there and ran right into the spikes. Like, not even paying attention. There's not really much to say currently about the Tymeo Mountains. The rock giants, or rock knights, sorry, they will drop iron ore if you're having a hard time finding that. Actually, here we go. We have a villager here. This is Laura. Laura is the, basically the accessory person we're gonna get. She makes the jewelry in the village. So, she's gonna help us get some good accessories. I say good in, like, air quotes, because really and truly the best one you can get from her is not until post-game. Or really late game. Because it requires defeating a very hard-to-beat enemy, which is basically a super boss. But coming up here, you notice that there are some of the basically ladder rings that glided away or been destroyed, so we can't access that side. We'll have to come back for that. So, for right now, deal with these skull spiders. And, you dropped your glyph. Come get me. Ah, crap. I forgot that there's one there. Poison just does damage over time. Luckily, we have about an antidote. Fidelis Arania. You could summon Skull Spires with that. Which I do also believe they can poison enemies if they get the chance. I'm not entirely sure on that. Ooh, another anti-venom. Gimme. Go. Come on, Shanoa. No, Shanoa, come on. Get that. Go. Oh my god, Scott. Yes! Yes! Got the anti-venom. And we got an MP max up. That is awesome. Got a glyph statue here. This is gonna be Fidus Fire. Or Fides Fire. Temporarily increases mind and magic resistance. That's actually really good. Especially for an area we're coming up to next. It might actually be very helpful. But pretty much, you can jump on these tree branches to get higher up. And these black crows, I swear, there's a glyph later on we'll get that'll make black crows a joke, but for right now, they're a menace. I do like the fact they have exactly 13 hit points and also 13 XP. That I find actually pretty funny. But moving right on, we have next up is the Misty Road, but we're going to go back to the village. We're going back to the village. We're going to heal up. We're also going to see Laura real quick. And, oh, she got the white cat. Like dress in mourning. Yeah, no, enough about our clothing, please. So, Laura, she makes the accessories. If we already have a lapis lazuli, we basically can get an easy accessory here, which is our first one.
May the light go with you.
Talk to her again. We don't smile much. Yeah, because we don't know how to smile. She will request a ruby, sapphire, and emerald. Basically the Gen 3 games. For our next mission. Those are going to be quite a ways down the road to collect.
Welcome.
But
hey,
for doing the
want to
lapis
buy
lazuli
something?
quest, we got a lucky clover. Earring shaped like a 4-leaf clover. I am definitely going to buy
Come
this
back
because
again.
I would like to increase my luck. Due to the fact that I would like some drops to easily start coming our way. Because a lot of these side quests we're about to tackle are gonna need to have our luck as high as we can get it. Which is not that great right now. So I think next we're just gonna go straight to the Misty Forest Road. Another really good song, so I like to stop and listen to the music. In this area, I do recommend also Askia and Auto, because Askia is going to be able to hit those bitter flies, but also going to have to deal with this, the Gravedigger. They are pretty tough opponents. 150 HP, they are pretty tough at this stage of the game. We're getting into some tougher foes. And the Misty Forest Road is pretty much going to have a lot of tough foes. Here we can also find the Spectres. There's another one. The Butterflies are also going to be very annoying, just because they like to disappear and then reappear, and they can sometimes reappear in your face. So just gonna continue on. The Misty Forest Road is just a straight shot. Oh, you! Platformer, or Foaming. Umbra, command the malice of the dead. That is a good glyph. I definitely recommend grabbing that. They also dropped something else. I think they dropped Silk Thread. I could be wrong on that. But I do know that enemy and another enemy dropped the thread items. If you're having a hard time getting it. Moving on along here, there is an enemy in this area I would love to find. I think it's in this one. Glyph statue, I think Vol Macer, powerful hand glyph. So we got an upgraded hand glyph. And yes, that enemy down there,
Let's play
werebat. She has a glyph that is very interesting. She has one of the very few transformation glyphs. And it would be so nice if you could just drop the glyph right now. Yes! Yes! Give me that. Arma Chiroptera grants bat-like abilities. This ability basically allows you to transform into the werebat. Just like so. You even get all of its attacks. You can kick, you can send bats out to attack. And also, if you use the kick attack, you actually gain HP back. So, it's a very useful glyph this early on. Right there we get Sage. I thought there was a hidden secret there, but I guess not. Catapulting ourselves in the next room, we have this really cool room. With a white dragon, but also an Enkidu. Now, this little room here is real interesting. That white dragon just dropped a bunch of money. The Enkidu, once you defeat the white dragon, basically starts attacking us with that giant stone column. Once you... Oh. That's one hell of a way to go out. If you take out the Enkidu, the white dragon will just basically attack you still, like, if it's wherever direction it's facing. In this room, ooh. So that, oh, got Lapis Lazuli again. So this wall, notice there's like a spiral effect going in. We can't do anything with that yet. We need an ability. And up there, that is a rune. We cannot collect that just yet. We'll need an ability for that. Yeah, I'm hinting at something very also sad. I'm actually gonna use the werebat. Yeah!
Let's play, Karen.
That is some good damage. Come here, let me drain some HP off of you.
Take this.
It takes out these bear flies pretty easily. I got another one? Wow.
Let's play.
Well, it's a 2-star drop. I guess that makes sense. I've gone 4 playthroughs and never am able to get that glyph for a long time. I'm so happy I'm getting that glyph now, though. It's this glyph now. I'm so happy. I guess the 4-leaf clover accessory really did help. So next up, I'm jumped up to the village to heal up real quick. So we're gonna go to the Skeleton Cave. One of my favorite areas, one of my favorite named areas. Just because it's literally a catacomb with nothing but skeleton things. Starting off with Skeleton Friskies, and then we have Dullahan, which has a glyph of its own. They dropped the Vulcan Porter glyph, so if you like the rapier, the striking speed of the rapier, that might be a good glyph for you to get. And this enemy, these are basically bone pillars. They're basically the proper bone pillars, unlike the fish heads. They are hella under. I mean, hella under. Just because at the level we're at, we're level 12 right here, and it's not even that great. I'm actually going to equip Fortis Fio because we're going to be running into those and they use Fireman. So, probably a good idea to just have that. We do have these bone pillars here. I wish we were a bit higher level. I'm usually about level 13, 14 in this cave, but we're really struggling here. Still not going to drop that glyph. Also, if you're looking for silk threads, in the rare green chest, you can get silk thread in those chests in this area. Just thought I'd point that out. I'm going to stay back here for a second because I want to try and get the glyph while I'm up here. Since all these Dullahans are just running. And there's our level. But yeah, I like this area a little bit. It's a giant platform. Oh, hi there. These are skeleton heroes. They attack with magic primarily. That's all they do. Also, don't use magic attacks on them because it'll basically increase their attack. No joke. I accidentally done that once and just had my butt kicked. This room, if you're looking for an early grinding spot, this is the best room. You have all these skeleton friskies in here that give you 28 XP each. And also you have the skeleton heroes that give you 50 XP each. That is a good amount of XP, and not gonna lie, I've done the math. I'm pretty sure you get around 523 XP. I'm fairly certain. 523 XP total for this room alone, which is pretty good. And I say this room because not only is there one skeleton hero, there's two, so that's 100 XP extra on top of all that. It's a really good room to grind in. I might just actually grind a little bit of levels off screen, just to get just like get this the white dragon. That's pretty funny. I'm gonna get my butt kicked. These white dragons, sadly, they drop hearts, which is actually pretty good because you definitely want to be using with your but you do get a random chest, and there is another item back in there that we'll have to get elevator time. Yeah, we need double time for all this stuff. If you haven't figured that out yet, which we in this episode. But continuing on through here, I'm sorry for all these weird jump cuts. A lot of my recording audio got funny, so I'm apologizing if the jump cuts get weird. But taking out more Doolahans, I really hope you drop a cliff, please. Thank you. You're so kind. Powerful Comforter, powerful Rapier Craft, so we got the second stage for that. I'm grinding. I don't know why I'm grinding off of these skeleton heroes up here. I should just be using them all, really. I guess I was just XPing. Just collecting some more money. Down here, this room is a little bit dangerous. You have a white dragon there. I apologize for pausing there. I had to go take care of something. But you have a white dragon over there, and you also have something else in this room. Once you get over here and underneath the white dragon, there's a skeleton Rex. Probably my favorite enemy in this whole game is the skeleton Rex. He just absolutely is hilarious to fight. And in here we have a bunch of bone pillars. You can take them all out. I know there's open chests in here. One was just a random item, and then one I think was an MP max up. In this room you have two more skeleton Rexes. This room is actually also not a bad room to grind off of, but I don't recommend it because skeleton friskies are better. But here we are, we have a boss battle, and we are going to be facing off against a big giant skeleton with tentacles. He has a couple of different attacks. There's one he can summon his skull to bounce around. If he's directly above you, he can body slam you just like that. I guess you could say head slam you. The other attack is the tentacles, where they basically send out sound waves. If you attack the tentacles back enough into his skull, they can't do their attack. But he's a fairly straightforward, easy boss, especially if you're using Luminato. He's just easy to deal with. But moving on into the next room, let the man go, Albus.
Thank
But in this gold chest, we have the ordinary rock. This is our double jump, finally! And we have George, who is the very depressed, musician. Yeah, he's not really much of a villager I care for, but he does give, his side quests basically give you the rest of the music, records that you'll need, and this feels so much better than double jump. I've been waiting for that ability all this time. I am going to jump back to the beginning. I'm actually going to jump around and go to the areas where you can use double jump. Starting off here, going to the White Dragon room, which makes this a joke. You get an HP max up over here, which actually does help if you're getting your butt kicked and coming back through here. I actually did have to use a couple of Glyph Unions to get through. And then going back to basically the beginning, you have this chest up here, which gives you a heart attack. Both very good chests to get. Now, my next, I think there's a secret up here? No, there's no secret up here. I don't know what I was thinking. So now we have a lot of options open up to us, but we're gonna head back to the village. So yeah, Father Nikolai has given us our new objective. We need to head to the old mansion across the cove, but before we do that, I would actually like to go back and go do some side stuff now that we have double jump to our advantage. There's a lot opened up to us. There's the monastery that has a double jump area. There's the... I did not mean to summon the zombie. I forgot that was even on my list here. There's the monastery. The prison island has a area we can get to now. Which actually is going to be very important because we need to go there. There's also stuff we can do in Tymeo Mountains. Oh, and also this. If you transform into a werebat, you can attack the kitties, which actually they heal you, which I find funny enough. But actually, you can attack. I think you can just regularly attack the cats, and they just do that. Actually, let me test that. Yeah, if you attack the cats at all, they just get mad. But there is a transformation ability glyph that we can get that lets us to talk to the kitties, which is actually a fair bit away. But first off, yeah, we could go to Somnus Reef now, but I think we're gonna travel all around the areas and collect all the double jump stuff. Starting off, I think we're gonna go to the monastery first. Yeah, let's go to the monastery first, because that one's gonna be the fastest to get to. I will actually jump there and see you guys later. So, in the room where we first find the ghosts, we can double jump up there and get the full ring, which boosts our luck even further. And that's all it does, is it boosts our luck. By actually a significant amount, and I'm gonna actually equip that just in case, because I would like to use it. Now going over to the Minerva Pleasant Island, we can actually get some more stuff here. We need to head to the very center where that Axe Knight is, where we basically got that one little anti-venom chest. Yeah, we need to come up here. So basically, this is we could do this kind of jump across thing, but you can also double jump up one side. You are going to have a ton of winged birds flying around here, so I do recommend either Luminato or Askia to get rid of. Up here we do have, I'm going to for the villager, but we get a tower ring in that chest, which ring of the tower, less likely to be blown away. Not a great ring, to be honest. But here we have the next villager, which is Eon, who is the chef. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to doing your side quests because you get pretty annoying later. He says he's worked in many restaurants, but honestly, I feel like this guy doesn't. I feel like this guy, even though he knows what he's doing, I feel like this guy just
I can cook up anything for you.
We're gonna quickly jump back to the village, and speak to our two new villagers. I did not speak to George last time. Speaking to Aeon, Aeon, I think it's what his name is. His first mission, he's gonna need salt. Salt we can get by either defeating fish heads or needles. I'm not gonna worry about your side quests right now because I can kill 2 fish with 1 stone in that one area. Actually, I can kill a lot of fish with 1 stone.
Oh, the melody isn't coming to me.
Going back to the Kalidus channel because we're gonna have to do a lot back there. And then George, he's right up here next to this door. His objectives are going to be quite random. He's going to want some very rare drops.
Good day.
But moving right along, we're going to go back to the Tymeo Mountains. Yeah, we're going to go back to Tymeo Mountains because there's a lot we can do in this area. Misty Forest Road, we just have that one thing we can do. I kind of want to clean up Tymeo Mountains first. Jumping over all these skull spiders. Oh, I didn't drop this cliff. There's 3 of you right there. That's kind of odd. You didn't drop the anti-venom? Well, it wouldn't matter. I wouldn't get the anti-venom anyways. So, double jumping across here, we can get to this upper area over here, which we can deal with more skull spiders. We mess with them so blue. There's one up there I think I took out too. I'm actually just gonna slide over here and then we'll take out this skull spider. There we go. In this chest, another lapis lazuli. I am gonna say more money. Because pretty much that is all that is now worth is just money. Which is not a bad thing. A skull spider in the tree. One of these areas up ahead is going to be very, very yeah, we're the second room here. That enemy hopping around is a scarecrow. Which is annoying to kill because they like to do that where they just jump off screen. He's one of the few enemies that can actually just disappear off screen. I recommend you're gonna have to travel up on the trees for this area. However, do be careful because you can get crushed by the boulder, and the boulder does a lot of damage. It's one of these rooms I feel like, one of these misty, areas. There's an enemy that you really don't want to agitate because if you do, it's going to hurt a lot. Dealing with these bone healers real quick. Because I definitely want the item behind them. I'm just going to take you out just for the XP. And we get, yeah, heart backs up in this chest, which is going to be very helpful. I don't think it's actually not this room, it's the next room over that has the enemy that I'm worried about. Because there's a side quest that also involves it. Yeah. Oh! This room has a new enemy, the Fire Demon. They also have a glyph just like the Ice Deep or the Sea Demon. Fire Demon, they have a glyph, but you have to wait for them to summon it. I'm not particularly worried because there's areas later in Tymeo Mountains that have fire demons around. And we have more scarecrows, and yeah, the screwed up thing about the scarecrows, they either have a skeleton like hanging off of them, Or they'll have like a wrapped up form of like a baby. There's Tymeo, more lapis lazuli. I think that now allows us to complete the healer's side quest. I think we've got everything now. I'm pretty sure we got Rue. Or no, we don't have Rue yet because it's in that one spot. Now we got another level up. Climb up here. If we crouch down, get a blue chest that contains the Emperor Ring. This is the ring I absolutely equip in dire needs of boss fight. The Emperor Ring, Ring of the Emperor, increases recovery effects. Absolutely a really good glyph. Yeah, I'm not going to equip it right now because I would like to keep the luck. For the moment, the luck is actually really helping right now. But up here, if you climb up, I think it's this tree. Yeah, this tree. That enemy right there, that is a cave troll. Do not engage it right now. One, we're not exactly a high level to deal with that. And two, that thing is basically at this point a mini boss. But over here we have another villager. This is Marcel. Marcel's technically not. He is part of the village, but he's not really actually from the village. He's a journalist. He basically is trying to look for a scoop, which I hate to say it, buddy. I don't think there's much of a scoop here, especially in Transylvania. So he's gonna head back to the village, and there's also another exit here. I'm gonna pop in real quick and actually go ahead and get his side quest. Because what Marcel wants us to do is he wants us to take pictures of random enemies. Some of them are famous, some of them not so much. Yeah, he's gonna want to strike a little deal. I leave you and Magic alone, scrap your story, and you take some pictures for a different story instead. Gives us a camera. So he wants us to take a picture of the cave troll. That is basically the enemy we just saw, and I just said do not engage it. Yeah, he wants you to take a picture of that, so this can be a little bit difficult. So going back into the mountains, gonna double jump back over here, and hopefully it's going well. Scratch that. Took me 14 tries, and yes, you can see how little damage I'm doing. I'm getting my absolute butt kicked. As soon as you get the picture, run. It took me 14 tries just to get that one picture. And he, like, knocked me out every single time. And he knocked me out all 14 times. So heading back to the village, we can get our reward for that picture. Yeah. It better be a good reward. I'm literally gonna smack him for this. So, Marcel, once you give him the photo... Yeah, well, her sports magazine...
Got any good
he gives you gold. He doesn't give you... The story is put into the
I'll be counting on you again.
Store for sale, but he gives you a lot of money for doing his quests. But the next picture he wants is the Jersey Devil. We have not seen that enemy just yet. But going back to the Tymeo Mountains, we're now going to go down this side of the mountain. There's going to be a lot of stuff we can do on this. Well, not a lot, but there is a good bit we can do on this side. This also will loop back to the first bridge area up in the corner where the first exit was. So it's a good idea to actually just go through this area. Actually, this is how I like to travel through here. When I'm exploring, is go from the second way into the first way. Up here, get an HP max up and a ruby, so already one of the first gems we need. And that's an iron ore. And then, yeah, this is the area I was talking about. There's a lot of fire demons in this little area here. And they drop the glyph, Ignis, which call forth burning flames. Pretty good glyph. This is actually the glyph I use to deal with crows. The only problem is you just get it like right after you're done with Tymeo Mountains. In this area, you get a lot of nightmares. One of George's requests was to get horsehair. The only way to get horsehair is from nightmares. I hope I can get this. It's a 3-star drop. Oh, this room. We're gonna need Magnus. Now, up here, you see that glyph. There's a strong wind here, and you have to be precise in doing this. I'm not sure, but I don't think... Now, if you equip the tower ring, it says you're less likely to be blown away. That is not true. The tower ring does not help in this situation at all. I'm pretty sure the ring is broken for this. This is particularly tricky. I'm not going to bother with it anymore, but it's very tricky. You have to land on the very corner. If I can, I'll try and get off screen. Ooh, speaking of horsehair, yes, got that side quest done. There's a teleport bubble that's going to be coming in later. Well, I don't have to grind the horsehair off screen. That's good. Nightmares. Also, as far as the nightmares go, if you want them to drop that horsehair, they have to be on screen. They cannot be disappeared at all, or else they will not drop it. I'm just going to continue on through here. Not really much left in this area. Actually, there's a good bit to this area. Oh yeah, this is going to loop back up. So... coming back up here, we got all these rock knights. I'll do more damage than I thought I was gonna do. There's actually something in this. There's something in this area in particular. I'm actually going to. Yeah, I'm gonna equip the Emperor ring just because I don't really need the luck anymore. Yeah, I'm gonna keep the Emperor ring on for a little bit. Just because I don't really need the healing ability. We have another one of those walls here, and we got a Crimson Mask, new head piece. A translucent Crimson Mask. Up for defense and strength, but lowers our attack. I'm actually just going to equip this, mainly because it's actually not a bad item to have. I actually use it all the way to the end of the game. So yeah, this looped back around, this looped back all the way around to basically in between those two areas. I thought this would loop back around all the way to the start. I guess I was wrong. Shanoa, go down the ladder. Holy crap. However, there is a secret. In this area, if you come down here, that right there was the Yeti. You might want to keep in mind where he is in this area, because you definitely want to remember where he is. He is from one of Marcel's quests, and you also have to, you can also kill him. You can kill the Yeti. You're just not high enough level to do it. And, wow, I got 2 horsehairs. I can't believe I got 2 horsehairs. I guess we could keep that for New Game Plus. Ignis, go away. I don't care. Or Fire Demon. Yeah, I think... Yeah, we're done with this area. I think I'm going to use the warp bubble and get out of here. It's gonna be faster to go to the other side just to climb up and deal with those spiders. But yeah, I will see y'all back at the village. And now back at the village, we're going to basically wrap up today's video. Real quick, I'm gonna save. Oh yeah, George is up here. I'll get George's side quest done. Come up here.
Thank you.
The silent violin. Yeah, he will basically now make more records for us to buy
Good day.
in the shop.
Oh, the melody isn't
Which
coming
the
to
next
me.
mission he needs is a banshee whale, which is back in the monastery, but we are going to deal with that in the next episode. Mainly because I'm kind of getting tired. I've been up for a while doing this video. Yeah, we're not done with you. I don't know why I went back into the map screen. Let me think. Actually,
I wonder if everyone is all right.
No, you don't say anything new. You just say the same lines. I'm gonna go. You know what? Let's go to Jacob's shop. We did get a good bit of money.
Hey, want to buy
from
something?
doing the Marcel's side quest. Like I said, there's Record 2 and 3. There's also Frontier Issue 1. Shocking news. Cave trolls spotted at Peroli. I'll go ahead and pick up a copy of that. We'll get some meat. I do have a good bit of money I can stock up on potions, actually. Which is not a big deal, but potions, God, they're not restoring that much. Don't have any new... I don't think we have... maybe we do, actually. No, we don't have anything new in the star. The only thing we have new is the, four-leaf clover.
Come back again.
Lucky clover. I'm not gonna bother selling anything just yet. Yeah, even Luminato, even if you hit it with Luminato, it'll scare the cat. Yeah, I think that's going to cover today's video. If you enjoyed the video, like, comment, and subscribe, share it with your friends, and I will see you all next time. Peace.